start videos ever. Oh my god.
I can make you feel alive.
I know, but do I need you to survive?
Hey guys, today I'm going to talk about game design. Game design's always been something that's interested me. It's something that inspires me a lot for a lot of reasons. It has a way of subverting different types of mediums that I've just never seen anywhere else. And it has different forms of gameplay. Like, there's multiple types of gameplay that people enjoy, and I just think that's extremely interesting. The genres of gameplay is also interesting to me because there's so many types of genres, from RPG to MMOs and first-person shooter games, that's so cool to me. I will never understand how people thought of doing ideas like this. Game design's always something I've wanted to do for a while now. It has a very special place in my heart for being new to the world because it's only a couple years old. Like, it's been around since card games technically, but online video games are fairly new. Games are so cool to me because you can have music and animation and storytelling in one game. You can have a TV show that has animation and music and storytelling, but it does not allow you to be in there. With games, you are in the story. You're controlling the narrative and how fast it goes, but with a TV show, you are stuck watching third person and seeing what these characters are going through, instead of being able to watch it and control how fast it goes. Gameplay just has a lot of freedom to the creators. It has an extreme amount of freedom for people to work towards whatever they want. A lot of game creators don't have to have any studio controlling them when they make games. It's so cool to me that game design can have such an amount of freedom. And then there's graphics and music. Graphics can be so simple or so complex, and music can create such an atmosphere that a book will never accomplish. Like, you will never get the eeriness of a music in a book. The types of atmosphere a game can create just by having a character enter a room or it being background music is going to be so different. Game design is also a very meticulous thing. It's something that takes a lot of time and care and effort in a team's part to actually be good. Good games have so much care taken in them, and it's so amazing to me, the idea of teamwork that a game can have. And if it is made by one single person, then that's a lot of care given in that game if it's actually good. Another thing about the creation process is you will never see a creator's entire process. A creator can create videos and tell you everything and still not have everything shown because there's so many different parts to game design. A game designer cannot exactly explain why he chose music, or if he can, maybe he can't understand why he did the graphics, or if he understands everything about his game, you still won't be able to understand everything because there's never going to be an end to that process. There's such an expansive process to making games that is so elegant to me. That's the best word I can use, is elegant. It is such a good experience to make games, in my opinion. Another reason why I want to make games is for the same reason I've started making videos. It's to provide a message, you know. Games can provide a serious message, and it takes a lot of discipline. I'm making videos so I can learn the discipline and time management skills it takes to create a game. Since I'm planning on going to college to learn how to do so, I need to be able to have the time management skills necessary once I get out of college. And while I know college is also going to teach me that, this is just practice beforehand, and it's going to allow me to speak better and more coherently. And since technically these types of videos I write essays for, basically, I think it'll help me in college to do better research because I'm already looking into research information topics for the type of videos I'm already making, and I've only made 2 where I've done serious research and scripting. One of the cool factors about gaming for me is coding. It's just an extreme type of discipline to code and focus on everything. It's very tedious. And there's different styles of coding. You can have very simple coding to create a very simple game, or you can have the most complex coding ever to create an amazing game. And it depends on you. The idea of working with others to have this awesome amount of coding behind a game is so exciting to me. Another reason why I really like game design is because it's an underlooked profession. More so just content creation. Art industries are often looked down on, and I believe that anyone who's interested in it can go somewhere with it. Parents don't often support this type of career because it's such a saturated field, but for me personally, since it's so saturated, I want to get into it. A saturated field allows me to be competitive and always work on honing my skills. I don't think that's a bad thing. The idea that I'll get to work with other people in writing, animation, graphic design, coding, all that type of stuff, whenever I try to make games, is really exciting to me. I'll get to meet so many amazing people with such a different set of skills to create a beautiful thing. Games have the ability to change a person's perspective. They have the ability to create a fun experience, you know. Some people play games whenever they're having a difficult time, and people play games to learn stuff, and there's so much games can do, and it's so underrated to me. I can talk about game design for hours, because it's so cool to think that I could experience different types of mediums and learn how to do those types of things. Music doesn't necessarily interest me all that much, but with game design, I can learn it if I want to make my game better, and I can learn how to do better art and code, and I can practice writing. It's such a beautiful combination of medias. It's very lovely to me. For the longest time, I didn't know what I wanted to do. I thought maybe I wanted to do animation, and it just dulled down over time of my passion towards animation. In school, we were to make essays about career options, and I had found game design through looking to common threads of animation, because animation was something that interested me. I know I'm not that patient for animation. I know I'm just not. So I found game design, and I did a lot of research on it. And finding what type of career you want to do can be such a hard thing. It didn't just come to me. It took me a lot of contemplation to figure out I wanted to do game design. The best advice I can give is to truly write down a list of things that are just potential careers you think you could see yourself doing, and then dwindle it down. You can be so null to everything you write down, so done with every career on this, but you will find your passion. A lot of people don't even know what they want to do till their late age, and that's fine. It should be a fun experience to figure out what you want to do. Since the world is such a big place, there's so much you can do, and it doesn't matter. Do whatever makes you happy. If you like to draw all fucking day, and I mean, you have to make money. That's fine. You can get a retail job or something while you figure out what you want to do, and that is okay. You can wait to go to college till you're 30, and that's okay. Figuring out what you want to do can be difficult, but it should be a fun experience to be like, well, I know I like this, I know I do not want to do that. You guys can figure out what you want to do. You're doing lovely. I know you can do it. I believe in you. Thanks for watching. Give me a like, comment, subscribe, share with me what you guys think in the comments. I would love to hear your opinion on game design and careers. Follow me on Twitter because I post a lot of the times polls for you guys to vote on. So if you want to follow me on Twitter for that, I also post whenever I've uploaded a new video. And sometimes I retweet some things I find are funny. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day, and I'll see you in the future. Bye-bye.
French vanilla, I think I should sit this one out. Maybe a cup of self-control would be the right. It's the flavor you want. Maybe so, but if you